Hi everyone, today's lesson is going to be about the greatest common factor. We're going to find the greatest common factor by listing the factors of each number. Remember and keep in mind knowing divisibility rules is extremely important. Go back and watch the video related to divisibility rules on my channel. Let's start. 1 times 28. The first two factors are 1 times 28. Now, is this number divisible by 2? Yes, since it ends with an even digit. So 2 times what number is 28? To find it, we can always use long division. 28 divided by 2, that's a 1. 2 minus 2 is a 0. Drop the 8. 8 divided by 2 is a 4, and that's an 8, 0. So 2 times the number 14 is a 28. Is it divisible by 3? No, since the sum of 8 and 2 is a 10, and 10 is not a multiple of 3. Is it divisible by 4? Of course, in the 4 times table, I have 4 times 7. 7 is a 28. It's not divisible by 5 since the last digit is not a 0 or 5. Not divisible by 6 since it's only divisible by 2. And a number must be divisible by 2 and 3 in order to be divisible by 6. It's not divisible by 9 since the sum of 8 and 2 is 10. And 10 is not a multiple of 9. It's not divisible by 10. Since the last digit is not a 0. Now let's check the 7 and the 8 times table. I have 7 times 4, that's a 28. Notice over here, 4 and 4 are repeated factors, 7 and 7 are repeated factors, so I'm going to cross this one out and I'll stop over here. 4 times 7 is the same as 7 times 4, so I stop looking for any other factors. 36, I've got 1 times 36 is a 36. It is divisible by 2. 2 times what number? If I don't know, I'll go to long division. 36 divided by 2, that's a 1. 2, subtract, it's a 1. Drop the 6. 16 divided by 2 is an 8. And that's a 16, 0. So 2 times 18. It is divisible by 3 since 3 plus 6 is a 9. So 3 times what number? Using long division, I am going to find out what number times 3 is a 36. That's a 1. 3 minus 3, 0. Drop down the 6. That's a 2. 2 times 3 is a 6 and a 0. So what number is it? 12. 3 times 12. Is it divisible by 4? For sure. 4 times 9 is a 36. It's not divisible by 5 since the last digit is not 0 or 5. Is it divisible by 6? Of course, 6 times 6 is a 36. Notice over here, 6 and 6 are the same digits, as if we're saying repeated factors, so we stop. After we do that, we list the factors of each number following the path of the letter U. So order them in order, list them in order. 28 is 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. 36 is 1, 2, 3, 4, one of the 6s, 9, 12, 18, and 36. Then let's circle the common digits. 1 is common, 2 is common, the number 4 is common, and we have nothing else in common. So we stop and we write that the greatest common factor of the numbers 28 and 36 is the greatest among these common factors, which is the 4. Now let's move on to another example. The numbers 20 and 45 use divisibility rules. 1 times 20 is a 20. It's divisible by 2. 2 times 10. Use long division to figure out the numbers. It's not divisible by 3. It is divisible by 4. 4 times 5. And it's divisible by 5. 5 times 4. Repeated digits, I stop. 45, I've got 1 times 45. Not divisible by 2, but divisible by 3. 3 times 15. Use long division to figure out what number times 3 is 45. Not divisible by 4. I've got 5 times 9 is a 45. It's not divisible by 6. Is it divisible by 9? I've got 9 times 5, but these are repeated digits. I stop. So for 20, the factors are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. For the number 45, it's 1, 3, 5, 9, 15, and 45. Let's circle the common digits. 1 is common, not the 2, not the 3, not the 4. 5 is common and nothing else in common. So I write that the greatest common factor of the numbers 20 and 45 is the greatest among these two, which is the 5. Let's move on to finding the greatest common factor of 72 and 90. For 72, I've got 1 times 72. It is divisible by 2. It's 2 times 36. Use long division to figure out 2 times what number is 72. It is divisible by 3. 3 times 24 is a 72, and 4 times 18 is a 72. 6 times 12 is a 72. 8 times 9 is a 72, and 9 times 8 is a 72. I stop. For the number 90, I've got 1 times 90. I have 2 times 45. I also have a 3 times a 30. Then I have 5 times 18, 6 times 15, 9 times 10, and 10 times 9 repeated. I stop. Now let's write the factors in order. For the number 72, the factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36, and 72. For the number 90, the factors are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 15, 18, 30, 45, and 90. Let's circle the common factors. 1 is common, 2 is common, 3 is common, 6 is common, 9 is common, and finally 18 is common. Then the greatest common factor for the numbers 72 and 90 is the greatest among the common factors, which is the number 18. That's the lesson. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon.